Coming up, we'll see how teachers from around the country gained insights about ranches, feedlots, and how beef is produced. Plus, we'll take you to Colombia to see how the Beef Checkoff helps promote U.S. beef in Latin America. The Drive-In 5 starts now. The Drive-In 5 is a roundup of stories that show some of the ways your checkoff dollars are working to drive demand for beef. First up, before school started this fall, 29 teachers and school administrators from across the country traveled to Colorado for a 3-day on-the-farm STEM event, funded by the Beef Checkoff and hosted by the Colorado Beef Council. STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math, and the goal was for these teachers to examine and understand U.S. beef production through the lens of science.
This program is really exciting because we know that farmers and ranchers don't have time to tell their story, and we also know that not many kids know about cows anymore. And so bringing teachers to the cows and letting them learn more and ask questions, and then they'll be able to go back and talk to their students, that's amazing.
I think the teachers really are the people who are informing the next generation. And I guess maybe I didn't believe that quite as passionately as I do today. But now I'm a mom and I have a 6 and a 3-year-old, and their teachers have tremendous influence over them. And so I think anytime we can work with teachers to give them real world, hands-on experience and insight into the science-based work we're doing, we can really improve the lives of children.
When we can get kids to understand agriculture through STEM, it is relevant. Everybody eats. It doesn't matter if you're a rural, suburban, or urban student. Food is universally relevant. So being able to take that and teach science, to teach STEM through the lens of agriculture, that's what we're going to do.
The American Farm Bureau Foundation for Agriculture, as a contractor to the Beef Checkoff, engages with teachers across the country to integrate beef curriculum into their lesson plans. The On the Farm STEM program is a favorite because teachers gain so much from in-person farm and ranch tours.
You know, from everything that we've gone to, from the feedlots to the research lab that we went to today, the whole time my brain's going like, this is how I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna implement this in my classroom this way. And it changed my perception of the beef industry, you know, so I could bring that passion back to my classroom and say, here, you know, I've been talking about doing things sustainably, and here we are doing things sustainably.
The On the Farm STEM team has been amazing in that. It's just, it feels like, you know, like, oh my gosh, someone actually cares about what I do. They're giving me lessons that I can take back to my classroom. They're giving me contacts of people that do exactly what I do. So it's the best kind of professional development. It's been fantastic.
This was the 12th On the Farm STEM experience, and the teachers who participated served more than 70,000 students. U.S. Beef had a strong presence in Cartagena, Colombia at the U.S. Meat Export Federation's 11th Latin American Product Showcase. The event brought together 220 importers from more than 25 countries to make connections with U.S. suppliers.
Most of the Latin American markets are here, and some of them I've seen a couple of times before. There are new American exporters here, so it's that business to business, seller to buyer, exporter from the United States, importer from all the countries of the Latin American markets. Every 2 years they come to one location, which is kind of cool.
The Latin American countries here, the markets are definitely expanding and growing. Their economies are developing. They're looking to consume more and more high quality proteins, and you know, U.S. beef is, I think, always really at the top of that list as far as products.
The Beef Checkoff was one of several groups helping to fund the product showcase. Representatives from those U.S. producer groups toured Colombia's distribution, food service, and retail sectors to see how U.S. product is presented to Latin American consumers.
We've been to a lot of different supermarkets, restaurants, and just seeing that American beef, you know, the U.S. Beef Checkoff logo on the menus and in the stores has been really exciting. That's something that wasn't here to this extent, you know, 5-10 years ago. So really seeing that growth and the acceptance in the market is phenomenal.
Foreign markets is a very important part of our overall pricing structure, and Latin America is one of our real good customers, and not only just for our real high quality beef products that we're one of the best in producing, but they also take a lot of the byproducts, and so it helps our value of our cattle in the U.S.
Looking ahead to a new fiscal year, the Beef Promotion Operating Committee met in September to hear contractor program proposals and to recommend checkoff funding decisions. The Operating Committee is made up of 10 producers from the Federation of State Beef Councils and 10 from the Cattlemen's Beef Board.
Our job as Cattlemen's Beef Board members is to create beef demand. Single job, and we do that through research, education, and promotion. And we take those checkoff dollars and work in those areas to try to create as much beef demand domestically and internationally as we can.
The producer leaders approved a fiscal 2024 budget of about $38 million in programs of beef promotion, research, consumer information, industry information, foreign marketing, and producer communications. Detailed information on every Beef Checkoff program is available online so every producer can see how their dollars are invested.
Anything and everything that you'd like to know about the checkoff is on there. And we hang our hat on transparency to make sure that all producers feel like they can know what's going on with that checkoff dollar. They can see what we're doing each and every day with that checkoff dollar.
That's it for this edition of the Drive-In 5. If you have questions about the Beef Checkoff program, visit the website drivingdemandforbeef.com.